it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the...
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, just like that.
Operating from the gun. Love. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off-play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's it, baby. You go first.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. 60 out, Lord. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play on tight D. Don't let him breathe.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know you feel that.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On the ready. 50's the mark. You're out. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On third down, Swift, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah. Like three. Combo. Watch the run. Hey, watch the run.
To throw again. Love. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, of course, the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's not going to give me.
From the gun, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike is 59.
2nd and 10. He's got it. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Let's go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Preston Smith there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapons. Under 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Buddy up. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the left side. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got Adams on the hookup. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go. Come in. You remember me. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go, get off the field.
On 1st down, Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 50 the month, 50 the month.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. 18
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first down run. Good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Jones. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable here for Davis. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll go again to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. It's caught, Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big run there by Jones. 49 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final. And they'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the punter. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it'll bring up third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.